We welcome you today as we celebrate this feast of St. Mary Magdalene. It was a memorial that has been in more recent times raised to the status of a feast, and deservedly so, because of Mary Magdalene's great role, great significance of what she does in the Gospels. And so, who was Mary of Magdala? Who was this person? She was a woman who, according to the four canonical Gospels, traveled with Jesus as one of his followers. She was a witness to his crucifixion. If you've seen the Passion of the Christ movie, you may remember that at the scene of the crucifixion, with Mary and with John the Evangelist, we see Mary Magdalene present at the scene of the crucifixion. And of course, this has also been depicted in a tremendous amount of sacred art over the years. She is mentioned by name 12 times in the Gospels, more than most of the apostles and more than any other woman in the Gospels other than members of Jesus' family. Mary's term or epithet that we associate with her, Magdalene, may mean that she came from the town of Magdala. You have to understand that Magdalene is not her last name, right? Magdalene is not her last name. Mary of Magdala was a fishing town on the western shore of the Sea of Galilee in what was Roman Judea. And we see in Luke 8:2-3 that Mary is listed as one of the women who accompanied Jesus in his ministry, and she also helped support that ministry out of her resources. And so there is a school of thought that Mary was actually quite a wealthy small business owner, so to speak, that she was a wealthy person. And that same passage in Luke also tells us that 7 demons have been driven out of her. And so, what we see with Mary Magdalene, is a person who was healed and blessed by the Lord, by God, and who was grateful. She was someone who was tremendously grateful. I think I would be grateful if even one demon was cast out, but you have all 7, right? And however, the circumstances that led to this struggle that she was enduring, that she experienced great healing in Jesus Christ. And so Mary is a person that is full of gratitude, of gracious gratitude. And we see that the Gospels continue to identify her with the larger groups of the women that were part of Jesus' ministry. Now, I'm going to mention a historical note here. There is a popular culture tendency to see Mary Magdalene as that she was at one time a prostitute. And that is not true. Our scholars have disproved that, okay? Even though that is very popular in culture, and in many people they believe that Mary Magdalene was a prostitute, and then there is a great deal of artwork that shows her in an appearance that would kind of lend itself to that, right? We've all seen Mary Magdalene with the hair and not too much else, right? And the long hair. And that is due to Pope Gregory I conflating Mary Magdalene, Mary of Bethany, and an unnamed sinful woman who anoints Jesus' feet in Luke 7:36-50. So it's very important to understand that Mary Magdalene is not Mary of Bethany, the sister of Lazarus, and is not the sinful woman who anoints Jesus' feet in Luke. Those are 3 different people. Okay, so that's important to understand. And so our most accurate picture of Mary Magdalene that we have if you strip away the confusion and the wrong editing and such, is that Mary Magdalene was a person who did experience relief from possession through Jesus' ministry and was eternally grateful. And that's kind of what we see in our first reading too, this beautiful selection from the Song of Songs, that she is the one who pursues Jesus. And the gospel, refers to that too, that Mary comes very early in the morning to the tomb of Jesus and arrives there first. And Jesus doesn't appear to Peter first, the Prince of the Apostles. He doesn't appear to the beloved Apostle John. He appears to Mary. What a powerful image of God who seeks us. If we seek the Lord more fervently seeks us, his people. And I just love that image. And so we ask Mary Magdalene, as we begin this day and as we continue this day and this time, Mary Magdalene, who was tremendously misunderstood by history and who is a shining light, called the apostle to the apostles, to pray for us.